I really do. I really do. I really do. Oh, yeah, motherfuckers. What is happening? What's happening, everybody? Man, yesterday was my first day in I don't know how long. Well, I think 35, 35 days at least that I did not go live. I took a little day off, not because I actually wanted to, believe it or not, but because of technical difficulties. And I just considered that to be a sign from the gods that said to me, hey, you take a day off. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. And I was a little lost. I didn't know what to do with myself for a little while there. No, I'm just kidding. Yesterday, what did I do? I just chilled. I chilled out. Well, obviously, I went and I hammered legs yesterday morning. Fucking really, really, really good legs day. My legs are looking really good. They're starting to get more cut. I'm starting to see more definition in them. And they're huge too. I hate to come on here and be like, oh my God, I'm so fucking huge and cut and sexy and stuff. But my legs are legitimately fucking gigantic. If you guys haven't checked out my Instagram, you'll be able to see I'm pretty swole jacked. But my legs are definitely my main focal point for sure. Just tremendously large quads and hamstrings. And hammered some legs yesterday. Of course, I decided to go in the gym a little bit later yesterday. I wanted to sleep in. As we all know, I've been getting shit sleep lately, so I was like, fuck. All right, let's go in the gym a little bit later, aka also known as going in at 10 instead of 9, I think. Right? Because normally on the weekends I've been going in there about like 8:39 thinking, oh, it might be a little bit better time. But every single time I go in there at 8:39, the fucking squat racks are all taken up. So I was like, you know what? Let's go in a little bit later. Let's go into the gym a wee bit later, maybe around that 10 o'clock time frame. You know, there's probably some people that are like, let's get to the gym early to avoid the Saturday rush. I was thinking maybe 10 o'clock will be like the sweet spot where it's like kind of the lazy bums that are going to get up and go like noon. They're not going to be in there. I was wrong. Regardless, this is where the story's going. I was fucking wrong. Walk in there and there was like more people in line waiting for the fucking squat racks than ever. And I look over to my right and again, there's a lonely Smith machine hanging out over there. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I only got a little bit of time. I had what's it called? Actually, I didn't get to the gym until 10:30 yesterday, believe it or not. I was aiming for 10. I laid around for a little extra longer and I was like, fuck it. And then I didn't get to the gym until 10:30, which only gave me about an hour and 15-minute window because I had to drive 15 minutes away to go and get my ART/cupping fucking appointment at noon. So I saw that lonely little Smith machine and I did some Smith machine squats again yesterday. Worked up to like 375 for 8. Yeah, 375 for 8. And believe it or not, I think the Smith machine squats are way harder because it takes out my ankle mobility. So I'm really having to rely on like glute and quad, which I actually am starting to like. It sucks though. I fucking hate it. And it doesn't feel as good. I'm a free weight kind of guy for sure. But hammered those out, then went over to the hack squat, hammered some fucking hack squats. My legs were fucking pumping like no one's business yesterday. Veins shooting out of all sorts of stuff. Bitches be staring at them legs too. And dudes. But yesterday for sure, some of the bitches got some smiles as I flexed my quadriceps in the mirror. It's all good. I'm starting to get comfortable doing that. I still haven't done like back double bicep or even like a double bicep in the mirror at the gym. That's a little bit too fucking, what's it called? There's another gym I want to start going to around here though. It's called The Gym, formerly known as World's Gym, where like all the meathead bodybuilders go. And yeah, I want to start going there and I want to start filming there too. Start filming some of my lifts. This gym is too busy. This 24-hour, it's too much of a, for me personally, it's a little bit too much of a like everyday type of person gym. So I might, you know what? Fuck it. I might actually put my, what's it called, on hold there. My membership on hold there and start going to the gym. Give it a try. Maybe do like 90 days there. Give that a little try. Eh? Good plan. Look at that, on air, thinking and molding and moving, hooking and jabbing. We got a bunch of people up in the chat right now. We got 20 people watching live. That reminds me to go to my YouTube channel myself. Hello, Rice Maker. Hey, God amongst men. Oh, yeah. Dude, my fucking singing voice has been just epic lately. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to hit that like button. That's 7 likes right now. With 20 people watching live, I don't know, WTF, people. WTF with hitting that like button. Let's make sure we hit that fucking like button right now. Chance Boy, what are you doing over there? What are you doing, buddy? Okay, cool. Getting those likes up. Good to see that. Who do we have in the chat? We got Daniel. We got Edward. We got Matt. We got Rick. My main man, Rick Torres. What it is. Eric L. Matt W. I think you already said that. Timius. Game Warden. Is that Lupe? Cool. Finch Hatton. Never seen you before. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like. Same thing with you, Lupe. And we got Game Warden again. What's happening, my Motros? So smashed some legs yesterday. Was feeling good. Actually got to talking with a few guys in the gym. Unbeknownst to me, they were both Marines or former Marines. So we were all kind of hanging out, just shooting the shit. I felt like I hadn't talked to, like, before my inner circle, or not my inner circle, but just, yeah, I guess even my inner circle used to be just like former Marines and Marines only. And then for quite a few years, I'd say the last 2 years of my life, it's been more like civilians, I guess is the best way to say it. Just normal people. And I kind of got out of that whole, I guess I got away from like the veteran community, so to speak, and just started to kind of branch off on my own and do different things. And it's always crazy coming together with guys that are, former Marines or veterans. Because like there's a natural bond that kind of just happens right then and there. It's like, oh, you've been through it? All right, I've been through it too. Like even boot camp. So it's cool. And we kind of all know how we can talk to each other, which is cool too. So that level of trust is awesome. One of the dudes invited me over to watch the fights at his place last night. We were all fucking jamming out, doing hamstrings and fucking leg extensions. It was a fucking total bro sesh. It was awesome. So hammered that, and I fucking could barely walk out of the gym yesterday, which was awesome. The pump in my legs was great. Super happy. And then I went and I got Ricardo Rivas. What's up, my dude? I haven't seen you in forever, man. Good to see you in here. Totally forgot about this shit. I'm going to tell this part of my story, so keep following me along for my day yesterday. Went and got, I wonder what side it's on. I think it might be this side. I don't know. Let's see if we could see it. Oh, yeah. Look at that shit, guys. Oh, my God. Oh, it's all up and down my whole back, too. I got some cupping and some ART done yesterday. My lats were fucking stuck to my ribs. And believe it or not, that's what was fucking with my sleep. That's why my sleep was so fucked, is because while I was sleeping, I was only fucking pulling shallow breath. Because my lats, I've been fucking crushing lats lately, too, by the way. Going super heavy, trying to build this back up. And just what happens is those muscles obviously get super tight around the ribs. So that's why my sleep has been crazy. And last night, well, we'll get there, but last night I fucking had the best sleep in some time. Just from getting this fucking ART done, just from getting that cupping done. Obviously, there's probably some removal of toxins and all this other shit. But goddamn, I was able to finally fucking breathe throughout the fucking night. Didn't know that's what was going on. And it was just so good. So good, so good. But yesterday as well, so what did I do? Yesterday I came home. After all that, I kind of chilled out because my body was like, what the fuck? Right? Like I was kind of like hurt and sore still at the same time. So I was like, all right, let's kind of hang out. I was like, my buddy sent me this article that we're going to talk about today with what's going on with fucking Sadiq Cuck. And I was like, I want to get on right now. I want to talk to the guys about this fucking article. I want to talk about what's going on with all this other shit. I started looking up too. I was like looking up videos of, I saw some shit on Twitter of like Meghan Markle cutting off fucking Prince Harry and like him doing all this like super fucking crazy beta cuckoldry type of shit. And I was like, yes, this is the best video. I get home, I start logging on and like start to Google all this shit. And dude, fucking just internet is like shot, like completely fucking shot. Like can't Google Bigfoot. Nothing. I can't get on the fucking StreamYards, nothing. And I'm like, oh fuck. So this is like 3:30. It's normally when I try to get all this stuff like prepared for the show, like everything kind of cleaned up, even though I have all this stuff already planned. And it's like, this isn't working. Nothing's working. I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Who cares? Let's just chill out today. Let's take a day off. No big deal. So took a day off, even though I was sad to do so. And I chilled out, watched some, what did I watch? I had a show. Yeah, I had Game of Thrones on my hard drive. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Who cares? I don't need the internet for that. Watched a little bit of Game of Thrones, ate some food, and then knew full well that I had a cheat meal coming up. Oh yeah. So Saturday nights is my cheat meal night. Let's highlight this too. So yesterday morning I woke up 243 pounds, everybody, 243 pounds. Woke up this morning 243 pounds still, even after my cheat meal. And let's highlight this fucking cheat meal that I had. I don't know what was going on yesterday. I was fucking hella hungry. Maybe it's because of that legs day. Who knows what it was. But normally, like on this diet that I've been on, I haven't really been getting too hungry. Like it's been, as far as like hunger is concerned, probably the best that I've had so far. And sure, is there some hunger there? Sure, would I love to be eating more food and more tasty food and all that other stuff? Absolutely. But I'm pretty well satiated and I'm pretty well happy with this diet so far, especially because it's only been 3 weeks now and I'm down 7 pounds and I'm looking fucking hella lean already. So let's highlight this fucking cheat meal that I had last night. For cheat day madness, this fool eats an amount of food I can't fathom. Damn, Nick Dompierre, I gotta look that up. I've been watching guilty pleasure here lately. I've been watching Matt Does Fitness lately. I actually like this guy too. But the funny thing is this guy tries to come off and say that he doesn't do fucking steroids or SARMs or PEDs or anything like that. And it's like, bro, you're so fucking full of shit, man. It's hilarious. But that's his whole shtick. His whole shtick is like, I'm a clean-cut bloke from England, and I have this cute wife and this cute kid, and we're married, and everything's happy, and everything's perfect. It's like, that's what people like to see. Like, people love to be fucking sold lies. But this dude fucking hammers food. Like, he's like, for being as fit as he is, like, this dude eats such garbage. He eats, like, McDonald's 4 or 5 times a week, like, tons of food. But, like, his biggest go-to is, like, Krispy Kreme donuts. So I've been watching this the entire week and I've been good. Like, it's like, I haven't been like, oh man, I'm so jealous that this, I mean, am I jealous that guy gets to eat like that? Absolutely. But I haven't been like, oh, I want to quit my diet right now and go and do all this other shit. But he gave me some ideas for my cheat meal. So, I went out last night because I was debating. I was like, man, I really want some steak and some fries and like some shoestring fries from like a good place with like a nice fucking, like I want to dip my fucking shoestring fries in a nice aioli. But I also want to fucking go hammer some chicken wings. And here's the other dilemma is with my cheat meals, I have to eat 50 grams of protein. So it's like, there's only so many places that you could, or like, yeah, so many places that you can go to and so many different types of meals where you can stuff 50 grams of protein also into a cheat meal. So for those of you guys that weren't here for last week's cheat meal, I went and I did a Five Guys triple burger, no fries, just got the burger. And then I went right next door to this place called Blaze Pizza and I got a pizza because I really wanted a fucking pizza. And I ate half of the pizza there, made my own, like a personal pizza or whatever. And then I got a cookie. So that was my deal. Last week, I was like, I sure as shit don't want a fucking burger again. I was like, I do not want a burger. I'm fucking sick of burgers. Like everyone's like, go-to is a burger. I was like, I want some goddamn steak and fries, but I also want some fucking chicken wings. So I was like, where can I go where I could get steak and fries and at the same time also order some chicken wings for what's it called? So I found this local gastro pub that I actually normally take girls to on dates, but of course we don't get food there. The food was all right. I'm not gonna lie, the food was just all right. Got these chicken wings that were actually pretty good. I was actually happy with the wings. They're huge. And they were like a sweet and sour kind of thing. But, and we'll get into this in a second. They served me the fucking appetizer with the meal, which kind of pissed me off because it took forever for the food to come. And when the food shows up, like the fries are fucking like not even warm. They're like kind of cold, and the steak is kind of cold too. Like the food is just like lukewarm. It's like, fuck it, who cares? I'm not the type of guy, like I don't complain. I'm like, I've been dreaming of fucking eating this all day. So I just start going to town, mow down the fucking wings, mow down the steak. The steak is a New York strip. It's got like a chimichurri on top of it, which is fucking good. I love chimichurri on top of steak. But then they put all these fucking like crispy onions on top and like this weird fucking butter that they made. I was like, get that fucking shit out of here. I just want chimichurri on there. And mowed down the whole thing within fucking minutes. Ate the fries. I was all right. I was happy with the fries. They had some duck fat fries there, but they're like $15. And I was like, I'm already spending fucking like $30 on this meal. I don't need duck fat fries. Maybe next time. And what's it called? Yeah, right. You must have gone and looked at my, you went and looked at my, what's it called? Didn't you? My Insta. Yeah, I'm bigger now, believe it or not. I put on more muscle over the last 2 or 3 months, but then that also means I put on a little bit of fat. So now I'm in a cutting phase. Baby, be black as night. We'll get into that shit. Yo, chimichurri for real on everything. I can't have chimichurri right now on anything because, and I got a bottle in my fridge because it's just too fatty. There's too much oil and too much shit in it. But I love chimichurri for real. Like it's super good. So yeah, I fucking smashed that meal. Really good. Not really good. Like I'd give it probably like I'll give it a B-. Give it a B- as far as meals are concerned. Even maybe a C+. A little bit. I mean, when they served the wings to me, there was no side of the sauce. Like I like what's it called? Blue cheese with my wings. Like I'm originally from the East Coast. The only thing you dip wings in is blue cheese. You don't fucking dip it in this ranch bullshit. So then I'm like, yo, can I have a side of blue cheese? She's like, we got ranch. I was like, fucking basic. Then, like I said, the fucking meal came out with all those weird shit onions on top of it, and everything's kind of lukewarm. And I'm like, fuck, what the hell's wrong with these people? Like, do you not serve food hot here in California? Like, what goes on here? What are they doing? Do they just microwave all this shit? I have no clue. So I was like, whatever, who cares? Annihilated that food, crushed it. And then it was time for some dessert. Now, I've been in a little bit of a pickle lately because it's been like, especially last week. Like last week I hadn't had a drop of sugar for 2 weeks straight because I didn't do a cheat meal the first one. Oh, wait, no, I did for my birthday, but I didn't have any sweets on my birthday. And then last week, I was like, I'm going to do one cookie. I'm not going to go overboard or whatever because I don't want to have the like, because honestly, your brain gets addicted to sugar. So it's one of those things that's like where it can be really hard to come back from, especially like my first week. I was like, oh, if I just dip into the sugar, I know the next day I'm going to want more because it hasn't been long enough. Luckily, last week after the cookie, I was just like, all right, the next day, everything was fine. Hop back on my regular routine for my diet. Everything's good. And then I started watching this motherfucking Matt Does Fitness and watching him hammer like a fucking dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. And I'm just like, God damn, Krispy Kreme fucking sounds so good. So before I went out, I looked up to see if we had any fucking Krispy Kreme around town. And boy, do we. We got a Krispy Kreme about 4.5 miles away. Now, Hear me out on Krispy Kreme. I've only had Krispy Kreme like twice in my entire life. Like, I'm not lying to you, 2 times in my entire life. And each time I've walked away just like, like good donuts, but like super, super, super sweet, like really, really sweet. And they're kind of small too. Reese's Pieces are my weakness. Nice, dude. That's crazy. I've kind of turned away from like, I feel like when we were kids, because I don't know how old you are, Chris, but like when I was a kid, I feel like they had more flavor in them, and it wasn't nearly as like, I mean, this sounds weird, but it wasn't as processed. Now all of those like candy bars and stuff like that to me just taste like processed garbage. Don't get me wrong. Do I love me some fucking Reese's cups and stuff like that? Absolutely. Those white chocolate Reese's cups too. Oh man, super good. But at the same time, it's just like it's missing a bit of the wholesomeness that it used to have back in the day. That's what I feel like. I feel like all those companies they've taken ingredients out that used to make it a bit more wholesome, and now it's just like sugar covered up with shit. I don't know. Call me crazy. So your boy went to Krispy Kreme last night, and man, I had 3.5 donuts, so I got 4, and I got what did I get? I got a chocolate old fashioned. Oh, and I started off with that, just a cake donut. I like me some cake donuts. Started off with that one. And then I ordered 2 that are like glazed, right? But they're injected. One had chocolate cream and the other just had like the cream, like the Krispy Kreme filling. And then the other one was a chocolate. It was a regular donut, like a Boston cream with like the chocolate glaze over the top. And then it had the cream in the middle. And I was like, oh my God, this is so much, but who cares? Let's fucking rock it. So I had the fucking chocolate old fashioned cake first. Then I went to the cream filled, just the white cream filled, glazed. And that was fucking super good. It wasn't too sweet. I was like, man, went to the chocolate covered one. And then finally I did the chocolate cream inside, and the chocolate cream inside one was way too sweet. So I took like 2 bites of that and I was like, this is too much. So that was my night. I was excited for it. Went and had my fucking cheat meal at like 9:00 at night. Made sure it was my last meal, all that other stuff. Felt hella good after that. Because I was still feeling like kind of weird after that fucking massage ART stuff. So felt hella good after that. And then I was like, 11:00. Normally my bedtime's like 11:30, midnight ish, right? I'm like, yo, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done for, boy. So I passed out and I slept my ass off. Like, I woke up this morning, probably like 8:30, and I was like, I'm not done. So I laid back down and just hung out for a little while and went in and out of sleep. And then I just got up whenever the fuck I wanted to. I think around like 10:30 or something. Normally you don't do that, but man, my body was just like, dude, chill the fuck out, rock and roll. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's do this. Like, let's chill. So that was my day up to today. I just got done before hopping on here. I hopped on the bike. I got a little stationary bike here and did 20 minutes of cardio just to get the blood flowing. And then also hammered. I just did a couple fucking sets of bicep curls too, just because I feel like my arms need a little bit more development. So rocked and rolled that. And I was like, fuck it. Let's go live today too. So here I am. Obviously we know this. Oh shit. My fucking WarTribe guys are going to fucking hate me because I forgot to post up in the WarTribe. You know what? We're going to click that real quick. We're going to load that up just so I can do it intermittently here. What? You're telling me to log in, bitch? You shut your mouth. What'd you guys all get into last night on your Saturday nights? I did indeed try to. What the fuck, dude? This goddamn website, man. I did indeed try to get a chica to come over. But I was also like, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said to you guys, I've been super lazy lately. Like super, super lazy when it comes to this stuff. Like I haven't really cared much. I've just been kind of like messing with the same. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I did have a girl come over on Monday last week, and that didn't work out too well. Edward Reyes, I just saw your post in there. I'll get you on there after the show. For sure. Cool. There's a lot of good stuff going on there right now. Yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. I had one chick the other night, what was it, Friday night, that like dropped her number like super quick to me. Tried to get her to come over, but I had like some catfish vibes that were going on with her for sure. Indeed turned out to be a catfish. It's all right. You got to take your shots on that. You can't be overly invested. I've never understood the psychology though of catfishing. Like why do people do that? Like what are you doing? No, I think the most common answer is going to be, oh, well, you know, Corey, it's just like, it's probably like, I think it's mostly dudes, believe it or not. I think it's mostly dudes that are doing stuff along those lines. They're like stealing girls or not stealing girls. Yeah, stealing girls' photos or getting other girls' photos from somewhere else, like other directories or something like that, and then using it to talk to people. That's what I think is going on. But I don't know. Like, what do you guys think when it comes to people that catfish? Could it be ugly chicks? I don't know necessarily if it's an ugly chick, because like ugly chicks today can pretty much get, just from online dating, they can get a good amount of attention, right? Or you can just go on Instagram. I just found out about this. What the fuck is the name of the app that people use? It's called the Face something app or whatever. Where people are like changing and manipulating their photos on their phone to post on Instagram and stuff like that. And they're probably using those same exact photos too to put on their, put on their dating profiles. It's crazy. What's the name of that fucking app, guys? You know what I'm talking about? Power tripping. Aaron LOL. Nice. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Phone number from tall, blonde, 21-year-old last night. Been seeing it up. Opportunity rose. Execution went perfectly. Good stuff, man. I had the same thing happen. This is the catfish that I'm talking about. Like super hot babe. Totally looked like a stripper too. I was like, all right, let's get going. She's like, you're hot. And usually when a girl tells me that I'm hot, especially around here, I got some antenna going on, like some like vibes going on where I'm like, yo, this is like a cam girl or a catfish or whatever. Cause then the next thing is going to be like, yo, send me photos. And like, your boy doesn't send dick pics. I barely send photos myself. I'll send a couple, like I'll send one of like my face and my body, but I'll always push like FaceTime. That's what I do. Like, you want to see me? Well, I'll push the FaceTime to make sure that they're real. It's not to show them me. I always do that if I got some fucking fishiness going on, right? Especially if they're sitting here saying that they're going to meet up like right off the bat. Like, all right, either you're a tranny, either you're a tranny or you're a fucking catfish. Like, which one is it? Most of the time, I mean, I've only had like 2 or 3 instances, not trannies, but 2 or 3 instances where it's actually been catfish. And then like probably all the other time, it's worked out. Like, I'm like, oh shit, my spidey senses were just being overactive right now. So like, yeah, don't be afraid to FaceTime these girls. Don't be afraid to call them either. Like, a lot of guys, I think, get away. They're like, oh, that's creepy. That's creepy for me to do this. Yep. FaceTime always to avoid surprises. I make girls show me their body as well. If like they don't have a lot of photos of their body, or it's like kind of sketch, I'm like, yo, show me your body. I'm like, let me see that. Let me see that thing. She's like, oh, what? You don't trust my photos? Be like, do what you're told. She'd be like, oh, okay. You know? So rock and roll that way. So this girl wasn't passing any of those tests though. She's like, yeah, I'll come hang out. Where do you live? And I was like, well, I live here. I'll have a Lyft pick you up, kind of deal. She was only like 5 miles away. So I was like, fuck it. I'll take that. So I don't have to drive and pick her up or any of this stuff. She's from out of town. It's like, let's do this. So I'm like, yo, FaceTime me. It's like 9:30 at night. She's like, I'm eating dinner. I was like, okay, well, why don't you go sneak in the bathroom real quick and FaceTime me for 2 minutes so we could set up some plans? No. It's like, okay, well, fuck you. When are you going to be done with dinner? No response. I was like, all right. So that was that. All the other girls that I got on the docket. Let's see. I'm just bored. I'm bored when it comes to all this stuff, honestly. Like, this is another thing that most people probably won't talk about. Like, man, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm kind of, well, one thing is for sure, like I've been talking about and bitching about the past week, is like, I really want to go on a vacation. I want to get away. I want to fucking go and chill and relax for sure. I kind of feel like I've tapped out the marketplace here, honestly, here in San Diego. I mean, I've been doing online dating for years and years and years, and I still see the same girls on these fucking apps too. Like, sure, there's a good rotation. What else? I'm kind of tired of the whole game that I've been running lately. It could also be because of winter. Winter, there's always a what's it called? I love this. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Love to do a WarTribe cruise. Maybe not right now with the whole coronavirus thing. Let's not talk about cruises. I definitely where I want to go, Game Warden. You know exactly where I want to go. I need to actually start taking that more seriously. And then I like the idea that we've been chewing on as well. Yeah, this is a good escalation to build seduction skills. Start with audio message to change it up, then send pictures. Also, you can also fucking call, like actually give a phone call. That changes things up. But like I said, I mean, like I hooked up with that 10 back in November, and I saw her the other day in daylight. Like I told you guys this story, and it wasn't anything. I mean, she's hot, don't get me wrong, but it's crazy to see these girls when they're not all dolled up in their fucking fake ass bullshit, when they're not expecting to be fucking judged on their appearance. It was like, ugh, her teeth were fucking yellow and weird, and she just looked like she was fucking cracked out. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Where the fuck is my phone? I hear it vibrating. Oh, I put it over there on the bike. Shit. Yeah, I think I just need kind of like what Game Warden's kind of saying. I think I need to change a pace. I need a new hunting territory. I need some new beasts to slay. I definitely like to start moving up into the world of just 8s, 9s, and 10s. I'm kind of tired of banging out. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, I've sat here and I've been completely open with you guys about how to build the pyramid of spinning plates. What's up, my dude? How you doing? Of how to spin plates and building up a pyramid of 6s, because 6s are, they're more fun in bed, and they're more down and all this other stuff. But I think I'd like to get away from that, because I just got finer taste now. It's like, it's kind of funny. I went and had that fucking New York strip last night, but after eating a fucking 45-day dry aged ribeye last night, or a couple weeks ago, it's like, yeah, this steak's good. It's like, but it's a C+. Like I'm better than that. I'm better than that, man. Let's go. Let's get in an environment where I got this stuff. But I hate hypocrite hoes that play the whole "don't judge me by my appearance" card. Why the fuck would I waste my time in online dating if that wasn't my criteria? No shit, exactly. Yeah, that's true. I also have a 9 that does it as well. And then, what would I rate Fat Booty Latina? Fat Booty Latina was about, I mean, her face was probably about a good 6, but her body was a 10. Like porn star 10. Crazy. So that rounds out to about an 8. Let's give that an 8. She was all about it too. So, yeah, be very careful. It's usually pretty obvious though. I'm not going to lie, but I think in my next online dating mastery course, there's going to be a little section there of how to identify the those types of people. California is home of the 49ers. Oh man, let's see what else we got up in here. There we go. We're good. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't know what else could be causing it. I mean, I do, but I don't. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm in like not a doldrum for sure, because things are moving. It's just like I'm definitely feeling like things are in transition. I would like to have a bigger transition in my life as well. Dude, I went out to Gaslamp a couple weeks ago after I came back from Phoenix, right? Because like I got in the night game fucking fever when I was out in Scottsdale, Phoenix area, because it was fucking so fun. The girls were so receptive. The girls were really hot. So I came back and I went to the Gaslamp. I was like, I got to keep this mojo kind of going. Yo, Gaslamp is awful now. Awful. All the girls here claim to be fucking lesbians, and they're all out to just get free drinks from guys. Like, girls here are totally, yeah, it's not good hunting ground. The best place, honestly, here in San Diego is PB. PB's where all the hot young girls go that aren't fucking like club rats kind of deal. So PB's the shit. And I run a lot of day game out of Pacific Beach. So super good spot. I know. I wish I could hop on a fucking bike as well. Actually, I want nice cars right now. I'm kind of over the motorcycle thing at the moment. Don't get me wrong. Would I love to go and buy myself another fucking beautiful Ducati? Absolutely. But yeah, maybe that could switch some things up. I like to go fast. Like that kind of gets the energy flowing, and I just haven't been able to. And I need some freedom as well. Like I need some space to move around. I think here I feel a little bit too like stifled. I feel stifled here for sure. What is up, my dude? Hope to see you in the webinar tonight. Yep, you're absolutely right. It is SJW headquarters. You're right. Those Cali girls are hot with all that surgery, but I hear you. Yeah, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. I love me some big old fake boobies. I really do, but oh, that kills me. There were so many hot girls yesterday in the gym too with big old fake boobies. Drives me crazy. I'd pretty much, if you're in shape and have big boobs, I'll pretty much have sex with you. If you have big old fake boobs and you're in shape, I'd pretty much have sex with you. Like those are like the two things that for me that are just like let's do this. You could have a fucking like 4 face. I mean, and I said pretty much. It doesn't mean every single one. What I do to rate these hoes is make 2 scales. 1 to 10 for body and face. If she's over 15, 20, you up for some good catch, and she's less than that, you make 2 scales, huh? Oh, one for body and 1 for face. Yeah, that's how I do business too usually. But the body always wins for me. If she's got a great body, like I'm not going to be looking at her face that much. Who cares? Like she's going to be bent over. I'm going to have her fucking riding me, reverse cowgirl. Like I'm going to be looking at the body. That's all I care about. I mean, as long as she's not fucking like meth pockmarked and fucking snaggletooth. Like, all right, we got a shot here. Do you guys find muscle girls attractive? I at times find them sexy, not Madonna and not FBB, but in between. I like because before when I was in CrossFit, we had a lot of girls that were like really muscular, really ripped and stuff like that. And at that point in time, I was like, well, this is kind of par for the course. Like, let's rock and roll. Like my ex-girlfriend, for instance, great body, not so good of a face. I was like, all right, let's rock and roll. But I don't like that anymore. I like a girl, like a feminine physique, man. That's really what I'm looking for. Like you can be fit, but I still want to see, like, I want a flat stomach, but I don't want to see fucking like abs. Honestly, I don't want to see abs. That's disgusting. That's too masculine for me. I like exactly kind of like what he's talking about here. I like a long, thin neck. I'm able to see the collarbone with like broad shoulders, but feminine broad shoulders, like not like sculpted boulder shoulders of like muscle, but like feminine shoulders. Then it tapers down into a nice slender waist, and then a nice either big fat juicy booty or an athletic booty. Like as long as it's got like a heart shape to it, I'm fucking done. Yeah, more athletic. I don't want to fuck a guy body. Exactly. I'm in the same boat as you. Too muscular is not a turn on. I like more athletic. Yeah, these girls that get into like powerlifting and stuff like that too, that are just putting on like dense muscle and like kind of like flabby, jacked muscle. It's like you're better off just going and doing like fitness style stuff, like physique competitors, right? Female physique competition. Let's see. Might even be a little bit too. Yeah, no, that's too much. Female. Hand over here. Yuck. Ugh. Ugh. I'm not even going to show you. I can't pull it up. Oh, yeah, bikini instead. That's what I'm looking for. Still even a little bit too. Yeah, even bikini is a little bit too cut for me. We'll show this one real quick, guys. Zzz. Like, I want a girl to be into fitness, but I don't want her to be into like competitive fitness either. I don't want her getting on stage to show off how hard she's worked for all this stuff. Just be in good shape. Yeah. So like even here, that girl with the bikini over here, like I'm sure when she's got some body fat on her, like ideal. The figure competitor with lats and fucking shoulders and all this other stuff, like no thanks. I don't know who Kate Upton is. I'm gonna pull up Kate Upton. Kate Upton. Ooh, I'm liking her. She's a little bit too misproportioned for me. Like when I start seeing fat in the arms like that, I'm kind of turned off. Like she's got a good body, but she could definitely like ease off on the fucking donuts and ice cream at night. And then she'd be fucking hella set up. And then her tits are a little bit flabby, so she needs a little bit of work there. But I'd give her a go. There's nothing a little bit of MCT oil that, couldn't fix. Oh yeah, actually, those are nice. Those are nice natties. Like this one here, I'll show you this one. Like this swimsuit cover. It could obviously be photoshopped as well. So dee 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 doo. Hey. This one right here, this could obviously be photoshopped, but what her arms look like there with that ratio and that proportion, perfect. But every other photo that I've seen, it hasn't been that good. So of course, Sports Illustrated, they're going to Photoshop the fuck out of that. Yeah, bikini, yes. Figure, no. Figure's disgusting. Scarlett Johansson, yeah, she's got a good body. Like I talked about yesterday, let's pull it up since I talked about, or not yesterday, but the day before. Let's pull up, what's her name? Ew, get out of here, you poop head. Me no like you. Giga Real. What movie was it again? Summer Catch. Pool scene. Images. Yo. Oh, it's so pixelated though. You fuck. No. Yeah, buddy. All right. That's what I'm talking about here. Let's share this one. It's not that good of a photo though, because it's an older movie. Dee-da-dee-da-doo. All right. This is Jessica Biel in the movie Summer Catch. Look at that ratio that I'm talking about right now. And this is back in what? What year was this movie released? Stop it. It's got to be like 95 or something like that, or maybe even 99. Summer Catch movie year. Oh shit, 2001. Cool. All right, so now we're starting to work towards that. But like, what the heck? Let's pull that back up. Like, let's look at that shape, man. You guys can see some of the photos here and the other areas down below and around. Like, thin waist, nice athletic butt, nice cat, or nice, fucking retarded. Nice quads. Everything's like in good shape there. That's ideal. That is like the ideal. Ah, right. 93 is my guess. No, it was fucking, what's it called? 2001, apparently. Catherine Winnick. Pull it up. I'll take a look. Catherine Winnick from Vikings. I'm hoping it's not. All right, we'll take a look. Wild things everyone watched to see the chick make. Yeah, exactly, right? That was crazy. That's when like the girl on girl stuff started to really get popular too. Fuck, Jessica Biel in this movie so banging though. Can you guys see that photo I just pulled up? Oh, look at them tots. Look at that fucking belly. That's ideal. That's ideal feminine body right there for sure. Hello, hello. You are a boot. Jeez. Oh, look at that. It's like right after, or this is for the premiere. Could you imagine that at fucking 18 years old, guys? 19 years old. That's Krispy Kreme right there. Someone should have scooped her up at 18, man. Fuck. All right. Who do I have to pull up? Catherine Winnick. All right. Let's take a gander. Catherine Winnick. Okay. Looking at some images of her. So I don't know if you know this about me, but right now I'm watching Vikings. And I'm not going to lie. I can't stand her in that show. And I mean, obviously coming from, I mean, she's good looking. Let's pull that up. That's her. She's a beautiful girl. Her body's just meh. I mean, not meh, but also not like Jessica Biel status. Beep, beep, beep. Good looking woman. Maybe I could type in body. Body. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, buddy. Okay, I'll agree with you here. I'm down. Her workout routine. She's a cutie. She got a little booty. She got some tots. Yep, she'd get it. That's a for sure. I'll agree with you here. Can't stand her in the show though. She's way too masculine in the show. Jessica Alba is like my fucking always and will be like my top, one of my top girls. Always, always, always. She fucking, oh my God. There's someone else that I was just thinking of, but you know who else I really thought was super hot? But she's only like one or two movies and she's super weird. Have you guys ever seen the movie A Knight's Tale? The Princess and A Knight's Tale? Like that girl would have just gotten some terrible, terrible stuff done to her. The chick from Scandal, the show Scandal, I think her name's Kerry Washington. Is that her name? It's funny because the 9 that I hook up with, she hasn't gained main status back yet. But she looks almost exactly like her. And then who else? Crazy. Yeah, let's pull up. No, not you. Let's make sure we're hitting that like button too, guys. We got 33 people watching. D. Oh. And you know who else right now I need, like, she needs to get it so bad is Ariana Grande. I watched Zoolander 2 just recently, and she was all dressed up in like a leather fucking suit, like a leather sex suit with a fucking ball gag. And I was like, yeah, exactly. What was another one? She was in a fucking blue something. No. Jessica Alba. She was in some movie where there was like a lot of swimming. What the hell was it called? That's the one I want to pull up right now. But she was also super hot in Good Luck Chuck, right? Good Luck Chuck. She's kind of like, boom. Yeah, that's not that good of a photo. That's a good photo, though. She'd get it. But she also has herpes, so sorry. Sorry. The second that somebody says something like that to me, hey, Nair, that they have the herpes, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm out of here. Sorry. Yeah, she's a feminazi Viking warrior. That show is entertaining AF, but not historical at all. I agree. Like, she's in the fucking front lines fighting with them at one point. And then when fucking Ragnar's not around, she's like ruling. Like, I just watched, like, it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago because I'm watching season 1. But like, some guy comes to her and he's like, yo, my wife cheated on me and had his fucking bastard child, and I don't want anything to do with him. And she's like, you will take care of that kid. It's like, wow, that's blue pill AF. That's why you don't put women in charge, guys. Like, there's these fucking red pill truths lying right in front of you. From what I hear, A-Rod gave her herpes, which means now that J-Lo is, I mean, who knows? You know, over the last 20 years or whatever, there's been some tremendous whatevers in that whole environment. You know, if Magic Johnson can be cured of fucking HIV, I'm sure fucking A-Rod could be cured of his herpes somehow, some way, or whatever. Or same with Jessica Alba. But yeah, look it up, guys. I mean, don't take my word for it. Oh yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Protect my adulterous ways. If I don't stick up for her, who will? It sets the precedent for me. We're approaching the hour mark, so let's get chatting. Lagatha. I'm at the episode right now where he's just meeting Lagatha, I believe is her name, which she's hot, but at the same time she's too supermodel-y hot for me. Like, that kind of standard of like being like too skinny, like too tall and too skinny. So I mean, it doesn't mean she wouldn't get it though, but I'm just saying, like, not as my main chick. Not as my main chick. A-Rod's number is probably putting Wilt Chamberlain's to shame. You think so? I see a lot of blue pill on that boy. Honestly, I don't think he smashed that many. I'd probably put his number at like 500. I hope it's greater. I really do. But that's what I foresee. I feel you. I know what you mean. Like, at the end of the day, she's a human being, and you'd bang the human being. Oh boy, Matt W. Oh, let's get back to business, eh? So if you guys haven't heard, I'm the one breaking the news on this one. Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, excuse me, just recently came out that, number one, he's a feminist. But number two, the mayor of London is Sadiq Khan. He calls for misogyny to be recognized as a hate crime. What an amazingly terrible precedent to be set. Why is that? Because anything can be considered misogyny in today's world, just like how we've seen the laws of rape now be attributed to the same as sexual assault. And sexual assault can just be a feeling now. Abuse can now just be having your feelings hurt. And now misogyny is going to be considered a hate crime. Anything in the world that a man does can now be considered a crime, especially when it's in any type of form or action against establishing or setting up boundaries towards a woman. That's essentially what it comes down to. Now, the thing we got to understand here is this. Sadiq Khan is up for re-election on May 7th of this year. So it's kind of funny that right now this guy's coming out, 3 months before this election, right? March, April, May, 2 months before the election to rally the troops. As I talk about quite a bit in my new book, A Patriarch's Vision, Purging Feminism, the reason why democracy is a failed experiment is because the second women were given the right to vote, men realize that all they have to do is cater to female emotion, and there no longer needs to be any type of logic associated with any type of law. All you got to do is cater to women and their hypergamy, cater to women and make them feel safe, and they're going to vote you in. Just look good and say the right talking points, and boom, guess what? You're ushered into a lifetime of being in the political power that you want to be in. Now, let's take a look at this article because it's fucking absolutely atrocious. And let's actually, you know what? Let's see if I can hear this. Oh, fuck me.
It's still the case. If you're a woman, your opportunities at work are less than the opportunities of a man, and your pay is probably less as well. I'm really pleased that we are taking action to deal with some of these issues. We're going to make more progress over the next 4 years. One of the things that troubles me, in particularly as not just a father, but as the mayor, is the hatred suffered by people because of their gender. So I'm really pleased to announce today that I'll be supporting a law commission recommendation to make misogyny a hate crime. It is really important we tackle the issue.
Beautiful. Oh, man. What a way to fucking pander and cater to people, huh? Like, hey, I can't lead, really. The only way I can lead is by just giving you things that don't really fucking matter and are just made up. So please vote for me so I can remain in power and continue fucking selling out your country. Because that's essentially what's going on here. And let's not get into this whole fucking multicultural debate, but we could if you really want to. He doesn't represent the culture of fucking England. He doesn't represent the culture. Well, people in London will argue, oh, this is a global center for all fucking races, creeds, cultures, and the like. So he represents our values. It's like, well, guess what? London is a city within the fucking confines of England, and the majority of people within England are one homogenous race, and they have one homogenous culture. And now you have this one hub, this fucking multicultural center known as a city, right? These metropolitan fucking cosmopolitan bullshits that are fucking ending up voting all this stuff that's now setting precedent for all the other laws in the entirety of that country. And the fact of the matter is this, none of it is serving anybody. It's just serving the powers that be. Let's read this real quick. London Mayor Sadiq Khan has issued a call for misogyny to be recognized as a hate crime. First and foremost, it is not a hate crime. It's not a crime, first and foremost. A crime is something that, like, when you violently act upon another person, sure, we can consider that a crime. But having your feelings hurt, being told no, not being promoted because you're not as good enough, even fucking hell, even if you are not promoted because you're a woman, who the fuck cares? Quit that job, go find a fucking new one, right? It's that person's business. That's their fucking business. They should be able to run it however they fucking desire. If that business fails because you're a fucking racist, you're a fucking bigot, you're a homophobe, you're a xenophobe, you're a fucking sexist, if I already had said that or not, then so fucking be it. But your business failed. But to have the precedent set that this is how people need to run their businesses is not fucking it's not, well, especially here. So I'm coming from an American standard. It's not conducive with freedom. It's not conducive with the free market. Like I've said in previous podcasts, I've listened to fucking, back in the day when I was more on Twitter and all this other stuff, I would fucking hear black women Twitter going fucking off on everything. And this one black girl was praised because she got accepted into a STEM field and all this other stuff. And she said, this is a proud moment for black women. When I get my electrical engineer or my mechanical engineer fucking degree, I'm going to open up my own engineering fucking enterprise, and I'm only going to hire black women. And to that, most people were going and flying off the handle. That's racist. That's sexist. I don't care, bitch. Go ahead. Open up your own fucking business with just black women fucking engineers. Go for it, please. Because chances are you're going to learn the lesson the hard way. And that's the only way people today are fucking going to learn lessons. Seriously. People are only going to learn lessons by falling flat on their face with their stupid fucking ideologies. That's why I'm so fucking goddamn proud and happy of this fucking coronavirus shit, if it does fucking kick off. People are going to learn real quick. You're not going to find 3 weeks into this shit where fucking supply lines are down and all this other stuff. You're not going to hear someone say, oh, that's not vegan. I'm not eating that. And if they do, they're going to fucking perish. Good for you, you fucking retard. Honestly, like, cleanse the lines. Like, I know this sounds fucking harsh and crazy and wild that I'm saying all this stuff, but there's just too much stupidity in the world today. There's too much stupidity. Like, these people that think they're bright and they're fucking all this other stuff and they're ethical and they're morally superior and all that other stuff. Guess what? At the end of the day, nature doesn't give a flying fuck. Nature is going to live on without you. It's going to live on without me. This earth is going to fucking continue without the human species if we no longer fucking exist. Like, you're not a special snowflake. You're not going to put a dent in the universe being a follower, a loser, a fucking goddamn moral fucking whatever masturbator is really what they are. It's like, fuck off, right? And that's all this fucking punce is, right? I don't even know if that's a word. This dunce, this fucking putrid idiot. I can't stand people like this. I can't stand people that ascribe to things like this, knowing full and well that they're being phony, because that's all it is. Like, this is just a political stunt in order for him to get more voters. And man, I think the biggest reason why I'm reacting this way too is because I would really, truly hate to see a law put into place like this, because it just sets and it pushes the precedent even further for men to be subjected to this feminist fucking utopia that's going on today, right? Like, can you imagine this, guys? Like, do you know how often I get called a misogynist? My book alone, if a law like this were to get put in place here in America, my book alone would fucking get removed. My other book would probably get removed too. Like, it would be thrown in the fucking pile and burned, and it would be removed from any fucking platform possible. And it would be considered hate speech and ascribing to a fucking hateful ideology. Like, this is the reason why free speech exists in America. That's why it's a protected right, because everyone, like, the way that things need to come down to and the way it should be is, if someone has an idea, the way that you're supposed to beat that idea is not fucking beat them into a corner and shove them into a fucking black hole. It's to defeat their fucking ideology with rationale and logic, right? And that's not what's going on today, especially because when you allow women the ability to vote and have a say in these social settings, guess what they're going to fucking vote with? They're going to vote with their feelings. They're going to vote with ascribing to this fucking moral bullshit, right? This goddamn, what the hell are they doing here? They're not just moral masturbation, but they're just virtue signaling. Like, that's what women do, is they just signal. They don't, like, characteristics are far greater than character for women. So they're just going to fit into what the characteristic is of being a fucking nice and good person is. All these people that sit here and they claim that they're light and love and harmony and all this other bullshit, they're just ascribing to a characteristic of, hey, listen, I'm presenting myself as this way, but the reality is I'm not. They're a human being. They have hatred towards other people. They don't like people of their same tribe. They don't like people that are homogenous to their culture. They're the same exact way. And the crazy part is they're actually far more violent and aggressive towards those types of people than people who are outright open and in the public sphere with their levels of discrimination, right? Like, this dude right here, what's he really trying to do? Well, he's a beta who's in charge, and what he's trying to do is he's trying to make it so that any male that is actually alpha and has the ability to be a leader and will rise up, what he's doing is he's really making it hard for them to rise up, because guess what? Any type of characteristic that is traditionally masculine is now going to be constituted as misogynistic. So now any male that's going to operate that way is going to be fucking put in prison under the fucking context of hate crime. Do you guys see how slippery of a slope this is? Like, I know this can get into the slippery slope fallacy of philosophy and all this other shit, but the fact of the matter is merely that you can't set precedents like this. You cannot, and you should not, especially as a leader. You should not be doing that. But good old Cuck England, right? Fucking the city of fucking Cucks now of London. These people are just like so woke and so progressive and so fucking retarded that they're all about this stuff. I want all women to feel safe in London, whether they are going to work or enjoying the culture and entertainment that London has to offer. It's a time for every Londoner to call out sexist and misogynistic attitudes wherever they encounter them, in the workplace, at school, on the streets, or in public transport. Guess what, women? The world is fucking blood fucking thirsty. Straight up. No matter what in this world, whether it be business, whether it be school, whether it be in public transport, wherever it be, you're not going to be able to feel safe wherever you fucking go. You're not. You cannot bubble wrap society to fucking placate your whims. There's always going to be some level and degree of risk. Always. It's better for you to fucking train yourself to adapt to this shit, take it on the fucking chin and keep on moving, or fight with your goddamn fists, right? But you can't. So what do you got to do? This is another reason why I also say that women should not be in the fucking workplace. Every single time women come to the workplace, this type of shit fucking happens. It's not a place for women. It's competitive. It's no holds barred in some facts, in some states, in some areas, right? Some factions of, that's what I was trying to say, some factions, right? For sure. It's hard work. It's not nice. There's going to be criticism there because you might not be doing what you need to be doing. It's another thing I start to see. Women are trying to fucking shun themselves and shun away fucking public perception from having any form of criticism towards women. It's like yesterday, I tried to look up, I wanted for this podcast, I wanted to find the photos and all the fucking videos that I had of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, where Meghan Markle has been, if you guys can find this stuff, please do email it to me. Because as of late, you know, since Harry and fucking Meghan came back to England, they've been going and doing a whole bunch of press stuff and talking to all these other people. And what's been going on is Harry will walk up to like key figures and he'll go up and he'll introduce and shake hands and he'll be like, hey, what's up? How's it going? And start talking. And then Meghan will sneak up behind him and like give him this look, and she'll look at him and then she'll tap him on the shoulder. Like, hey, all right, you've done your role. You've done your role. Now get out of the way because I want to step in. She steps in front of him and he ushers her, hand on the small of the back, not to touch her butt or anything like that. Very gently, just ushers her there. Yes. And then he steps back behind her and he assumes his role of being a little fucking cuck bitch. No, straight up, like look up these videos. But the thing is, I've tried to Google this stuff. I've tried to look this up. You're not going to, like, I can't find them anywhere. I've looked and looked and looked and looked. All you'll ever see is something that's going to be pro Meghan Markle. That's going to be the first 20 fucking things in Google. It's all pro Meghan Markle. They're not doing anything. They're not allowing you to pull up anything that is negative towards her. Why? Why is that? Because anyone who wants to say or look up anything negative towards Meghan is a sexist and a racist. That's the fucking agenda that's going on here right now. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Well, this is what happens when you have a queen as a leader. And I've talked about this at length, and I talk about it a bit in my new book too. Men need to have a male ruler in order for them to aspire to be that person. When there's a female ruler, right? Essentially, she's the monarch of the globe at this point in time, because it's the greatest fucking monarchy in the world. So essentially, she's the queen of the world, but there's no king. Soon enough, that's going to change, and it's going to be fuckboy fucking what's his nuts? What the hell is his name? What's Prince Harry's brother's name? I don't know how I'm drawing a blank. Prince Charles, I believe is his name, or is that the father? I don't know. Whatever. But either way, you're absolutely right, dude. Oh yeah, there we go. Prince William. You're right. Exactly. Well, that's why I fucking rock the crown. Guess what? There's no man on this planet that fucking understands it more, right? I've seen it all. I understand what's going on here. England is a fucking feminist fucking center point. It is the epicenter of feminism right now because of that damn queen. And that damn queen has fucking ruined her entire family. Look at, she killed her fucking son's wife, right? Because of her jealousy and all this other stuff, and because her son's a fucking idiot. Then her other son is a fucking pedophile who hangs around with Jeffrey Epstein and does all this crazy shit. Her grandsons are, I mean, granted, William is married to Kate Middleton, but whatever. And then now they try to go super wokeness with him marrying a 38-year-old fucking black actress who's been fucking ran through who had a porn star as an ex-boyfriend. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck kind of disaster did he think was going to happen? And I think the queen loves it. I think the queen loves seeing all these men in her family being absolute betas. Why? Because what does that mean for her? It means she was alpha, and it means she gets to keep the throne of being alpha the entire time. William, what kind of king is William going to be? He's a fucking loser, right? He's just a little bitch. Like, he's never done anything. He didn't serve in the goddamn military either. He's just a little businessman. Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing keeping her alive right now. Same thing with the Clintons. That's what they're doing. If you guys haven't ever looked up adrenochrome, do it. It's a total conspiracy theory, but you guys know my feelings on conspiracy theories. Look them up. Take into consideration what you think is true. Omit the things that you don't think are true. But it's good to be aware. Kate is OTW. I don't know what OTW means. Sorry. I just feel like Kate is too, I don't know. For me, she's just too, like, don't get me wrong. She's a classy broad. But it's just, I mean, I'd have something better. Looking. That's just me. If I were Prince Harry, I would have married a fucking 18-year-old Croatian fucking princess. That's like, if they even have those. But it would have been like a Croatian or like Eastern Bloc or like Mediterranean type of fucking babe. And we'd be having some fucking olive skin fucking kiddos that are cut from Spartan fucking genetics. You feel me? That's how this guy's going to do it. Word is brick. I don't know what that means. Over the wall. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, man. Same thing with fucking what's her nuts. Like, why aren't these guys marrying 18-year-old girls? Marry 18-year-old women, pump some fucking babies into her, and then at least you'll have a good 20 years as well, give or take, of good publicity photos, right? You're getting older. She's getting fucking slightly older and all this other stuff. Like, get out of here for sure. You're right. In the grand scheme of that, of like what you're talking about, way, way, way better. But still at the same time, I'll tell you what, like, I don't know. It's just not my style. It's not my taste at all. Yeah, no shit, right? For sure. I had no idea how Kate ever got a Plenty of Fish date. That's fucking hilarious. Man. Yeah, over the wall. Gotcha. To be fair, Queen is the most alpha in the royal family after Prince Philip, her husband. Yeah, 100%. But Prince Philip got cucked like no one's business by her. I don't know if you've ever seen the Netflix special, The Queen, but she chose being the fucking queen over him in a way and like pushed him off. And then he started to go out and banging other chicks, which is hella dope. But yeah, you can't give women power, man. They turn into like super masculine, tyrannical people. You can't do it. Like, it's the reason why you don't give women power, plain and simple. I've seen it in the military. You just don't do it. Anyway, with that said, guys, I got to get fucking cruising. A little bit shorter today. I normally go about an hour. No, we're good. Excuse me, but I do have to go and do my WarTribe webinar at 5 p.m. And I know it's at 5 p.m. However, I want to go and eat some food before I hop on there. So I'm going to go and I'm going to eat some tilapia and rice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I agree with you there. I think he's a G, but he's just been cucked. Like, I would have much rather have seen him as king rather than the queen's husband, if that makes sense. Like, that's how it should have been, in my opinion, right? Like, the queen should never hold the power or the authority. And then the way they could have done it was, their children, obviously, have access to the throne, but she should have never been queen. She should have never been the monarch. It should have been, like I talk about, like, it needs to be a man on the throne. So it's got to be. All right, guys, I'm fucking out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow at 4:30. I came on early today just because I knew I had a lot to talk about, and this isn't going to be typical. So see you guys tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you guys are just tuning in and did not watch the live stream, please make sure you do hit the like button as well as subscribe if you aren't subscribed. With that said, I will see you tomorrow at 4:30. Adios.